While I was making the Sheryl Crow record in New Orleans, Bob Dylan was playing, and I had opened up for him in New Orleans. And I'd gotten to know him a little bit then, and he had been just really generous with his friendship, and kind of offered a mentorship at a difficult time for me. And so I go to see him, and his tour manager knew I was coming, and so he brought me backstage, and Bob was like, "Hey, do you got your accordion?" So we sent a taxi driver back to my accordion, and I wound up sitting in with him, and stuff like that, where I wouldn't, I couldn't even stop long enough to calm my nerves, and it was just like you just had to walk out and be confident and act like you knew what you were doing and that you weren't completely coming out of your skin. And that was so much the story of my of all those experiences of going and playing with the Rolling Stones, and to be brought or kind of invited to the party was it was unbelievable, and it's still unbelievable. I mean, I tell the story frequently about being in the audience as a young school teacher in St. Louis, watching Hail Hail Rock and Roll with Steve Jordan and Keith Richards, and then cut to this record. I'm at Germano Studios doing The Worst with Keith Richards and Steve Jordan producing, and you couldn't have written that in a script without it being a 12-hour movie, crazy things happen, and the music brought me where I am, and the people that inspired me to make that music became a part of the story, and they invited me to their party. And so this record is sort of saying thank you in the best way I know how, at least.